The transcendent path is not a concept. It is not a mindset. It is not a strategy. It is not a philosophy. It is a lived state of consciousness that reorders every layer of your life. At this stage, you are not trying to expand. You are not trying to awaken. You are not trying to release fear. You are not trying to dissolve identity. You are simply allowing what is true to emerge within you, without resistance, without interruption, without distortion. The inner split between the human self and the higher self dissolves. The gap between awareness and action disappears. The distance between knowing and embodying closes. Your life becomes unified. This chapter explores what it feels like to integrate the transcendent state, not as a temporary experience, but as a stable, lived reality. You no longer chase heightened states. You no longer cling to mystical experiences. You no longer pressure yourself to maintain anything. You trust your consciousness to hold itself. And this is the beginning of real integration. In the early stages of awakening, people often swing between two extremes, being deeply aware and then being pulled back into old patterns. Integration is when the swing slows, when awareness stabilizes, when truth becomes the default state. You are not holding the state is holding you. This creates a different kind of life. A life where your nervous system remains regulated, even in complexity. A life where your decisions come from clarity, not reaction. A life where your relationships deepen through honesty and presence. A life where your work flows naturally from your essence. A life that is both simpler and more powerful. Integration is not about transcending the human experience. It is about harmonizing with it. Your emotions, your thoughts, your desires, your physicality, your relationships, your work, all become expressions of one coherent consciousness. This coherence dissolves inner conflict. The parts of you that once fought each other begin to collaborate. There is no longer a battle between what you feel and what you know. Your system moves as one. And from this coherence, wisdom becomes accessible in every moment. You do not need to think your way into clarity. Clarity rises naturally. You do not need to force outcomes. Outcomes unfold in harmony with your state. You do not need to chase purpose. Purpose reveals itself organically. This is the ease of integration. The ease does not come from avoiding challenge. It comes from living in alignment. When you are aligned, every challenge becomes navigable. Every emotion becomes workable. Every moment becomes meaningful. And your presence becomes stable, regardless of environment. This stability is what allows deeper service to emerge. You are no longer helping people from effort or obligation. You are helping from overflow. You are no longer teaching from information. You are teaching from embodiment. You are no longer leading from strategy. You are leading from coherence. You are no longer creating from identity. You are creating from essence. And because you create from essence, your work becomes alive. It carries a frequency, a resonance, a felt sense of truth. People respond to your being, not just your expression. And this is where transcendence evolves into contribution. Your inner world and your outer world become one movement. The path is no longer something you practice. It is something you are. This is the completion of the transcendent journey and the beginning of a new one. A journey where you live as coherence. A journey where you lead through frequency. A journey where your presence becomes your contribution and your life becomes the expression of your highest consciousness.